Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so sorry, I've just realised it's 7:05. I was daydreaming miles away thinking about the 10 principles of Yang Sheng Fu and all of that stuff. More on that later. This morning in the UK we've got a bit of a heat wave coming in, which is not surprising because it's summer. We always get some weird weather coming on, whether it's either miserable and rainy or it's hot and what have you. But what I've noticed with people is that as we get hotter and hotter and hotter, our capacity to behave well erodes, it disappears, because we're pulled into tiredness, we're pulled into fatigue, we're pulled into an uncomfortable situation. And whenever we're in those kind of situations, the guarding of the mind erodes itself, and you don't watch what you're doing. You see it on the road, people driving on the road, they're in their cars, they're frustrated, they can't get where they want to go as fast as they want to go, and they end up beeping at each other and reacting to things around them before they actually need to. And it's, I want to say, an excuse for bad behaviour, but it isn't. It's a conditioned response over time that we can manage better. The mind play meditation gives you the opportunity to settle the mind, settle the chi, calm yourself down, and give you more of an awareness of what's going on. Because if you're reacting to things and you're not aware that you're just reacting to things, then you can't change it. Once you become aware of these things, you can actually make the conscious effort to retrain. And the word retrain is actually quite important here, because the way we react and the way we act in the world is a trained, conditioned response, and it's making that choice to do something different. Anyhow, let me just get my timer up. Enough of me gibbering on. Let's do some mind play. So, the idea today is that you get your mind settled, calm, into the body. So, sit forward on your chair. Place your feet on the floor so you're comfortable. You tuck in your chin very gently, just suspend your head. Now don't pull your head back so your shoulders are all locked up. Just sort of nice and relaxed, easy. And just allow the sitting bones just to take your weight. Allow the body to open under the force of gravity, keeping the head suspended. And then we're just going to take a moment before we close our eyes, just to check in with the body, see what's going on, see where there's any tensions, just move if we need to. We're also going to become aware of all the distractions that are going on around us, all those wonderful things that will pull us out of a meditative state because we believe that they shouldn't be happening, but they are. So therefore they are a condition, they are something that's happening around us we have no control over, and therefore we allow it to be what it is because it's not actually impacting upon us and it's not actually our business. So, close the eyes and just become aware of your breathing. Breathing is one of those wonderful automatic things that we take for granted, but we're going to become aware of it. And as you breathe in and out, notice any tension in the chest. And you'll probably find that the tension in the chest is because the abdomen and the belly is tight, or you're holding yourself rigid there. So just soften the belly and allow the chest to empty. Again, this is not a forced thing, this is not something that you make happen, it's something you allow to happen through the action of sung, releasing, letting go. And just become of the breath as the breath moves in and out of the body. The rise and fall of the chest, the internal movement. Allow all those distractions around. For me it's traffic noise at the moment because I've got the windows open. That's just there in the background. There's nothing I need to be concerned about. And as I allow my breath to fall into a comfortable pattern, sink the mind into the body, down into the lower dantian. So we're quietening the thoughts, settling the chi. connecting the mind to the lower dantian. And becoming aware of our physical coordinates in space. Now with the mind connected with the lower dantian, allowing the chi to sink into the body, start making your breathing a bit more rhythmic, so you can add a count to this. So breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 2, breathe out for a count of 4, hold for a count of 2. And just keep going with that pattern. And just notice an intention that you're building in because you're counting. We've set the intent and now we just pay attention gently as we breathe. Soften the body on each out breath. Now you have your breathing into a nice rhythmic pattern. You can drop the count and just keep feeling that motion, keep feeling the movement, keep the rhythm going. Just paying attention gently, keeping the mind in the lower dantian. Paying attention to the body, bring the mind back into the body and into the lower dantian, present in the moment. And then just give your shoulders a little stretch. Stretch up the arms. And push them out to the sides. And we're done for this morning. Hopefully you're seeing things a little clearer. You have a little bit more clarity in the mind. And if not, you've oxygenated your body a bit better. And that's a good thing. Okay, so if you're on social media, do all that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of that kind of stuff. The secret word for today will be cleaning cloth. I know, I just make these things up on the moment, but that's the secret word for today. All that's left to say is I hope you have a really great day. These meditations are a really, really good thing to practice when sat in waiting rooms or stood in queues even, because you can do it with your eyes open and still meditate. So they're quite valuable because they stop you from going mad. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are on social media and you've enjoyed this session and you want to help support me, then there is a link to buy me a coffee available. You can nip over there and buy me a coffee. That would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, I hope you have a really great weekend, and I'll be back on Monday morning with more of the same. Take care.